Thanks for joining me in the coffee shop here. I've got my cup of coffee. I've got my Citrix Workspace app. So I'm happy to give you a little bit of a tour. So from the Citrix Workspace app, you can see that I have access to everything I need in one location. I have access to all my applications, my desktops, and of course my files. What I'm running from today is actually a Windows 10 device, and I'm using the full desktop experience. And what I like about it is it's actually personalized just for me. Before you got here, I was working on a PowerPoint presentation, and you can see that's right up front and center.
Awesome. So in there, you've got access to all your applications and your files and everything that you need, right?
Correct. And if you look here, we'll go into the applications. Another great thing my IT team has done for me is make collections of applications. So this is great because it integrates applications whether they're running in the cloud, whether they're hosted on-premise. If I have a new user that I need to onboard very quickly, I can simply tell them to go in there and select the collection that they need. They can favorite all those applications, and they're instantly available in the home page. But since we are on the topic of applications, I wanted to tell you a little bit about how my world has changed. So today, I probably use just as many SaaS applications as I do Windows applications. And SaaS applications are great, but with each SaaS application can become a new username and password. That's until I started using the Citrix Workspace app. So here is one of my favorite applications. It's a web conferencing application. And if you see, I can click on it here. I have instant, password-free access.
Wow, that's terrific. So not only did you didn't log in to that at all, it just took your authentication from your workspace. But what I really loved was how you used the universal search to find that application and launch it really quickly.
So let me take you through a little bit regarding my files. So I was working on that presentation, and anytime I'm working on a presentation, of course I cheat a little. I don't start from scratch. I want to pull in slides I have or images I have in different locations. So the great part here is the Citrix Workspace can enumerate all my cloud files that are available to me in OneDrive. It can pull in all my images that maybe I have shared in my network drive from my personal folders. And then I also have the ability here with shared folders to actually look across presentations that have been shared with me.
Oh, great. So you don't really even, that's awesome. I'm sure what they're clapping about is you don't even really need to care where those files are. They're all aggregated into one thing, and you can find whatever you need and use it really easily. And I think also the same thing holds true for your applications too, right? So those applications could be hosted on-prem, they could be hosted in the cloud, and they're all just aggregated here in the workspace, right? We've got a brand new Chromebook over here, and while she's going in and setting that up, and we're going to use that to continue this demo, just think about for a second what you've seen so far, right? Everything you need, we're keeping in that theme. We've got the files we want, doesn't matter where those files are. We've got applications, doesn't matter if they're SaaS, web, on-prem, in the cloud, virtual Windows applications, all in one place. And we're here up again and running, and you're logged into the workspace again.
So here I'm on a Chromebook. I have nothing more than a web browser, right? There's no applications that are installed. And I've actually clicked on a Photoshop file. The Citrix Workspace is so intelligent that it can actually launch that Photoshop file, and it's not just showing me the file, it's actually bringing it in within the necessary application.
Oh, amazing. So it's also passing it through the files capabilities that's built into the workspace. And again, that was one click, right? You didn't have to open the application, go and hunt for that. So it was very easy to get into that file.
So the key thing to highlight here is the fact that from my Citrix Workspace, I'm now able to get into my PowerPoint Office 365 presentation. So here it is. Let's go ahead and insert that picture really quickly. There it is. We'll add it to the file. Great. So a few things I want to highlight, as you can see up here across the top. So since this is Office 365 and we can do co-editing, this presentation is constantly being saved back to my Citrix Workspace. So even in the event that you and I were co-editing, I would always have the ability to save those files back to my Citrix Workspace. So right here, I can actually go in and I can initiate a new share file workflow. So what that'll let me do is send it off to you, of course, right, for approval.